Good Friday morning to you. I'm Jalea, along with Julia, and a very strong wind blew the truck back here with us this morning for Extra Shot. Glad to have you back with us.
Good to be back with y'all. Yeah, it was, we left on October 1st and actually started shooting on October 1st.
Wow.
So it's been a while since I've been back, but it was autumn in New England, and we went everywhere from Acadia National Park, which is the most beautiful place you've ever seen, to the Von Trapp family, The Sound of Music. We were with them for 3 days at their lodge.
Wow.
And then what my favorite one was, trip was to Mount Washington.
We knew that was your favorite.
Yeah, the worst weather in America.
We were like, so glad he's doing this for us.
And you said that the one line about like, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek so that we can get to see all the beauty of it, but not have to experience it. And we were like, thank you very much.
We climbed up to the top. I climbed up with our photographer, Steve Rhodes, and one of the people who does the weather observations. Because see, at most weather service offices, this is automatically done, the weather readings, by machines. This one, 24/7, it's done by humans, and they have to climb up on top of this tower, on top of 6,800 feet. So I climbed up with them, and to get the observations, they had to take a sledgehammer and crack the ice off.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what we saw the video of.
Yeah, you'll see much more
Lindsay kind of talked to us a little bit about that, and she was saying that this was one of the first observation sites that they would have to do this manually, but I didn't realize that they were still doing this manually.
Yes, still doing it manually. And as Lindsay mentioned that day, 219 mile-per-hour winds, the highest ever recorded by a human being. Now, there's been one more than that in the Arctic Circle, well, that was 231, excuse me, higher than that, but that was recorded by a machine. This was recorded by some guy that went out there in 1934 and recorded it. Yeah, I think it was his last day too. Yeah.
Well, talk to us about this red flag warning, which seems unusual, but we haven't had a lot of rain, right?
Yeah, right, and that's the reason we have this red flag warning. So let me show you this graphic. This is basically expanded from when Angela was on at 11 last night. So most of the state, parts of Ohio and Illinois are under this. A red flag warning means, ladies, it is bone dry out there. And the winds will be, gusting to 35 miles per hour. In fact, this is the latest updated view of what we're expecting for wind gusts, from 30 to 35 miles per hour later on today. So fire can spread in no time. And that's why they're saying, please don't have any open pits or burn leaves. I know in a lot of our rural areas in Indiana, people burn their leaves. Don't do it today. 38 out there right now, 32 in Kokomo. It's the first day of the Park County Covered Bridge Festival. Beautiful. And that is one of my favorite festivals. Temperatures are going to eventually warm to the 60s today. And the festival, by the way, stays till October 23rd. Operation Football tonight. Temperatures fall through the 50s. And, of course, 61 Saturday for all of these college games, including Purdue and IU and Notre Dame. 64 Sunday. And then it just, I'm not even going to get into this. It gets so cold next week. I mean, it's like 10 degrees. 14 degrees below average all next week.
I'm about to cover my ears. Yeah, I know we'll get there eventually, but I don't want to hear about it, especially not on a Friday.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's tell you about a pricey Taco Bell lunch. Well, it's stirring up a little controversy online. So this is kind of interesting. This guy here on Fox, he was a business he was trying to make a business point about inflation when he claimed he spent $28 on a Taco Bell lunch. Yeah, well, the internet immediately questioned how that's even possible. Many say if you eat that much Taco Bell, you hate your colon. Others said they are definitely not taking financial advice from this guy. Internet sleuths did manage to figure out that $28 is the price of a party pack. So maybe that guy was having a party, or maybe he just way overdid it for lunch.
Maybe that's what he orders for lunch. Maybe he was like, he was probably like, it's more economical if I just go ahead and get the party pack.
I wonder how much is in a party pack.
I think, that's a good question. I feel like at least 12 tacos, right?
You can eat, if you're over a certain age, 50. You can eat at Taco Bell for under $2.
I thought you were going to say you could eat 50 tacos. How?
What you do is you order a taco, a soft taco, for instance, and a senior drink. And that can be Coke, Diet Coke, whatever. And it's less than $2.
But see,
so you can have lunch then.
I've never had one taco from Taco Bell.
Nobody has.
Right. Yes, I wouldn't last. I'd be like, can I trade one of my refills in for some more tacos or something like that? Yeah. Okay, so happening tomorrow, it is the biggest fundraiser for INDYHUMANE that's going on. So this is the MUTT STRUT. It's going to be virtual this year, but also in person at Victory Field. So you can donate either way. So doors open at 10, and then the strut starts at 11. Organizers are expecting more than 1,200
Whoa.
people and pets. That's a big difference. So
Yeah.
there will be a parade of adoptable pets, costume contest, and a Dachshund Derby, which
That
I've
should be
never experienced that. I think that'll be a lot of
So
fun.
I ignored that word all morning because I never say it right. So
Say it.
Dachshund.
And the reason I know it is
Dachshund.
because I have said it glaringly wrong before, and I read it
It's like
confidently,
Deutsch-
and everyone in the studio started snickering,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh no.
Did you
So
say
every-
Dachshund?
I read it
Yeah.
just how it's spelled. I'm not saying how I said it. I'm not going down that I will start to turn red with shame. But
I would
was
go
like,
to see that event because when I grew up, we had 4 dachshunds.
Yeah.
You know, in all my, and they do, when they run against each other, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
seeing these little wiener dogs
Yeah,
just
hilarious.
batting
I bet.
into each other.
Oh, I love it. All right, well, father and daughter started a life-size game of Where's Waldo. This is so cute. So this was to give some inspiration to kids in the hospital.
wow.
So the young girl herself was a patient in Colorado last fall when construction workers at a site across the street made a sign of support, which she could see from her window. So she and her dad built a life-size Waldo and move it now to a new place in the construction site each day.
Oh, cool.
So patients there have something to look forward to each morning. The father-daughter duo started an organization to expand this project and their mission. I think that's adorable.
Yeah, just something so small and tiny, like
Yeah.
looking out the window to see something different every day.
Yeah.
I think especially when we get to like the holiday season and we see, you know, people making special visits to the hospital for Christmas. Like that's cool, but it's also good to see like just doing things every day, just tiny stuff that just makes a
love
big
it.
Yeah.
difference. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do we have anything to talk
Yeah,
about?
let's just real quickly,
Yeah.
the importance of these college football games.
yeah.
And we really didn't have enough time during the show to get into it. It's huge for every single one of our Indiana teams.
Yeah.
Ball State needs the win. The IU Hoosiers are 5th
Yeah.
in the Big Ten, and they're part of the Big Ten. They play the 4th place team, Maryland. Purdue, I mean, we're talking about potentially bowl game eligible. So
Ooh, that would be so fun.
that's right. And the Boilers game against Stanford, or against, it'll come to me, Nebraska.
Okay.
That's right. Is sold out. It's
Yeah.
sold out. So that would be great. And the Irish game against Stanford is sold out. We're covering that game on Channel 13 beginning at 7:30. But
Okay.
this is really must win for every one of these teams. So be watching for that.
You're saying
this
that
weekend.
the Notre Dame game will be airing on Channel 13?
Right,
Okay,
7:30.
cool.
Oh,
7:30
bummer. So I
tomorrow
hate it
night.
that it's going to be the same time as the Purdue game. We'll just have
We're
to.
going to get you the highlights. I'm going to get you an app so that you
That's
can
right.
make sure that you're following along.
I do like watching both those games. So,
yeah,
oh well.
there we go.
Well, that'll do it for us. So thanks for being with us. I'm gone next week, guys.
Oh.
The whole week?
The whole week.
Are you staying here locally?
Nope.
All right,
I'm
I was
saying
gonna
that's
say, you're
saying
gonna
that's
freeze
why
it
I'm not.
in.
She heard the you were talking. That's why she
I'm
didn't
not
shudder
crying.
anytime.
That's why I'm just
how
like,
cold it was going to be. She's like, whatever.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so thanks for being with us. So glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And,
Good to be back.
We'll see you back here, some of us, on Monday.
All right, dark and early, guys. Have a good weekend.